Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Canyons. It is a beautiful day. It's mostly open on these roads. And this is Jesse. Thank you for coming down. Jesse has brought his Audi TT. Tell me a little about your car.
It's an 09 S-Line. Bought it about a year and a half ago. It's stage 2 Revo with a Miltech downpipe, MSS springs, DSG tune from Revo as well, and a United Motorsport Haldex tune.
Cool. So you've tuned the gearbox, the all-wheel drive system, and the engine. It's the 2-liter,
Yep.
right? And all-wheel drive, since you mentioned Haldex. Let's go, what do we have? So we have adjustable suspension, right?
Mag ride, yep.
Magnetic ride is the best, isn't it? I love it in everything I drive it in.
People always say go to the coilovers, but no.
No. I just had this conversation on the podcast. With the exception of pure racing applications, I would never take magnetic ride out of any car.
Yep.
CTSVs especially. I've driven one with coilovers.
How are they?
Worse. And they were good coilovers, but magnetic ride it's so when the technology is so good, Ferrari is licensing it for their cars. Just leave it in the car.
Yep.
So we'll go sport traction control.
There's 2-stage traction control if you want. Turn it back on and then hold it down.
Okay.
You'll see when it says EPS off, I believe.
ESP. Oh,
ESP,
there we go.
There.
I like the German spec cars because it says Sportmodus Ein, which is my favorite.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, we're not going to get super drifty or anything, but let's. Decker's very tight, and so we've got a series of kind of small, nimble cars today. So steering immediately out of the parking lot, very, very light. It feels exactly like a GTI steering, and that is for good reason.
You do have the white line end links, sway bar end links.
Ooh, sounds good. What about the end links?
White line sway bar end links.
Okay.
In the front, and then a new speed rear sway bar.
Well, at corners, look at, I mean, this is a very tight road, but at corners, nice and flat. Wow, so you tuned the gearbox, right?
Yep.
It shifts different than stock, for sure.
Yeah, especially in sport mode, it'll keep it up at around 3 to 4. That way it's always peak boost.
Well, I'm using manual. I like to control my own gears. Unless, like, occasionally if I drive, like, a Mercedes, because Mercedes manual modes kind of stink.
Right.
Then I'll leave it in auto. The Audi stuff, I usually go manual. It feels very light on its feet. You know what this thing weighs?
About 32, probably.
It feels really light on its feet.
That's dry. Wet, probably 34
okay.
With us in it, 35.
Yeah,
36.
37, 38. It's about 10,000 pounds with Farrah in it.
Yeah.
When you start it up at first, it kind of sounds like diesel-y, you know?
It does.
But then when you wind it out, this road is very, very tight. I really felt the upgraded suspension stuff there. It's on springs, right?
Yeah, these are MSS height adjustable springs. They're from Britain.
I felt the springiness on that one bump. Come on, down a gear. Here we go. Man, it definitely changes how it changes gear.
Yep.
You really can feel a difference. It engages the clutches harder.
It does.
It's not as mishy-mashy. When you're driving in an automatic, does it feel just normal? Or is it
it still shifts really hard.
It does?
Yeah, it'll punch you in the car, even if you're driving normally, which is what I love about it. Driving this car stock is terrible. It's so boring.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Has it been reliable?
Oh yeah, I haven't had to do any repair maintenance on the car at all. Just preventative oil change, filters,
Just your
fluid,
services.
just service.
That's great. It's 62,000 miles on this car.
Yep.
Interior seems to have held up very nicely.
Yeah, I take care of it.
What kind of tires are you running?
These are, you're gonna hate me. This is Sumitomo HCT3s or whatever they're called. I had it on Pilot Super Sports, but I killed them that day at the track because I got the Haldex tune and I was drifting every corner.
Everyone thinks I only like Super Sports. There are more tires out there.
That's my favorite. I haven't been able to stay off of that. I only got these because they're cheap and I needed to get rid of these two hot wheels.
Understandable. Wow, there's very little understeer. It's very lively. Wow, the gearbox tune makes a world of difference. Did I kill another? If I did, that would be my second bird of the day. I killed one in the RSX earlier.
No.
Yeah.
Almost did. He saved himself.
I wish there was a little more weight to the steering. The steering wheel itself is very, very light, and I can actually imagine.
It's because you're low speed.
Really?
Yeah, because this is the adaptive steering.
Ah.
So as you go fast, electronic steering, it'll get tougher.
All right. Well, let's try. Let's go on down Encinal, and we can lot of cyclists over here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll look out for them. I'm not going to be stupid, but.
Yeah, definitely. On Fontana, when I hit the rollable, it's a lot harder.
Oh yeah. Oh, at the big speeds, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's very nice. I mean, I've driven the TTS, and it's got a lot of that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, I'm currently in the motion of
speed warning.
Yeah, I've gotten 2 tickets.
Really? Oh, yeah. Hopefully, I can stay out of them.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, at this speed, which I won't say, with the speeds you have your warning set at, it does load up a little more. Yeah, I can imagine at racetrack speeds it would load up. But on the very low speed, you know, the tight stuff, it's very light.
I think it helps though, because it keeps you in the corner, especially that part of Decker. You don't want it really forward fighting you, so it keeps the car light.
Shut up!
Sorry, I should have turned that off.
That's okay. We didn't expect to be coming this road.
I also want to mention it's got RS brakes up front with EBC yellows all around.
Oh, really?
I have yet to do the rear upgrade. That's coming. I have the...
Let's see the turning radius. How is it? Oh, it's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Too bad there's no open roads. It does donuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably fun. I need to stay out of jail today. I have things to lose now. It's unfortunate.
Yes.
That's what happens. You get in your 30s. I used to do all this crazy shit in my 20s. People are like, why don't you make more super speeders videos? I have things to lose, my friend.
Especially when you're recording it.
Yeah.
Giving them evidence.
Exactly. Evidence. My favorite comment on YouTube is, why don't you put telemetry on the videos? I can think of one really good reason not to. Oh, wait, am I?
You're still in sport.
How do I go to... Oh, I have to go up to manual. There. Oh.
Now you're in full manual. You can rev out the car now. If you want to.
If you put it in sport, it will let you use the paddles.
It will, but then it will go back.
Yeah, I think I was just shifting often enough that it didn't require that.
Yep, but now you're full manual.
I like how it sounds. It sounds very nice. Miltech exhaust, you said?
It's a Miltech 200 cell cat downpipe, race cat basically, and then gutted mid pipe to the stock mufflers.
Oh, cool.
I have not had the money to buy a Miltech quad exhaust yet.
Miltech, I remember from my S4 days, was one of the more conservative sounding exhausts. It wasn't crazy loud.
I've seen videos. I haven't seen one in person, but a TT with that exhaust, it's amazing.
They were very popular. I had a B6 S4. They were very popular for those. I went with a company called Labrie, which I think is out of business, but they made an awesome sounding exhaust. It was so dope.
Yeah, it definitely gets a lot more raspy with the Miltech exhaust cats, and I mean not cats, but down mufflers.
The ride quality for lowering springs it's pretty good. I could go on a little road trip in this car and not hate myself.
Just within San Francisco, it was not that bad.
Yeah. What kind of fuel economy do you get on the highway? Is it terrible?
With my driving, around 26.
Look at this. Wow, no understeer at all. Went hard into that corner, no problem.
Oh yeah, coming down to meet you, I was having a blast.
This is a great road. It's very, very tight. I would not bring, 500 horsepower cars up here. You just can't use it. But on these little nimble cars, here's a tough one. Man, your tires can hang.
You're not getting them to talk very much. I get them to talk all the time.
Well, borrowed car, cliffs, all of that. You can beat the hell out of your own car all day long. I need to make sure it gets back to you in the same condition.
You'd be the first to break it.
Man, it's got a nice fatty power band, and with the dual clutch gearbox, it's very easy to keep it there.
Yep.
Whee! This is very nice.
Thank you.
It really does remind me a lot of the TTS you can buy from the factory, but you can do it yourself. I think the TTS was a bit softer on the suspension than this one. This one's a little firmer, but essentially, a modified 2-liter, it's the same kind of deal. But this gearbox tune, I would really recommend. Who made that again?
That's Revo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Revo is very well known.
Yep, very.
Whee! Change in camber there resulted in change in direction. God, this thing is quick. It's fun. Do you mind, what is a used TT going for these days?
I bought it with 30,000 miles on it for $27,900.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that certified pre-owned?
It was a certified pre-owned.
Yeah, okay. So you add maybe $2,500 for the CPO.
Yeah, they had put, I felt so bad, they put all brand new brakes and Continental tires.
Yeah.
I took it off right away.
Well,
put the RS brakes on it. But that was what they said it was worth more.
Look,
because of the CPO.
with any German car, I mean, I would advise a CPO, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just peace of mind, because the repairs on these, even though underneath there's a lot of golf in here,
Yeah.
I mean, the repairs can be very expensive.
I actually never took it to the dealer. I've always taken the Pacific German.
Oh, there's a little squealing.
Because I never actually got a chance to use my CPO warranty, since you can only get used CPO warranty at dealerships.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But I've always taken a PG over in Lake Forest, and they're always taking care of the car. As you can see,
Yeah.
they're never broken.
No, this is very good. This is very good. Thank you. I really appreciate this. I never gave much thought to a TT as a used sports car, but clearly, have all these modifications, have they cost you an arm and a leg, or is it pretty reasonable?
Reasonable. The only thing that was really bad was the springs.
Yeah.
The height adjustable and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, this is a very nice car. It's comfortable. It's got to be reasonably practical with the hatchback and all-wheel drive, and
Just the seats.
and you can, yeah. Well, the back seats are worthless. They're worthless, but.
Insurance write-off.
But yeah, it's true. You get lower insurance. We just hit 63,000 miles on this drive.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. This was very nice, and I think, yeah, people maybe should look a little harder at the TT, because you can do things with these things.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can do to a Golf, you can do to this, right? Pretty much.
Yeah. Just 2-liter TSI difference. That's it.
That's great. Well, thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate it. See you guys next time.